Hey, it's Pat here. And have you ever tried to learn a foreign language? Like as a speaker of English or even French, German, Spanish, it's all pretty challenging to learn. But can you imagine how hard it would be if you didn't even recognize the alphabet? Like I have a couple of friends, one who is fluent in Cantonese and another who's fluent in Farsi. And I asked them both to write this word for me. So the first one is Farsi, three different versions of the word horse. This one, and the other is in Chinese. I think it's traditional Cantonese and non traditional Cantonese. I'm not sure, but at any rate, they both say the word horse. So I just think, how different is that, right? I have so much respect for both of them because they've managed to figure out English and be fluent in a language that's so different than the one that they grew up learning. But you know who else deserves our respect when we talk about learning a language? It's the horse. He doesn't speak our language, he doesn't even have an alphabet, and he's a totally different species. And yet we expect him to understand us. I mean, imagine trying to get somebody to do something that's pretty complicated, and you can't verbally explain it to them, and you can't actually demonstrate it. You can only teach them this by touch. It's pretty hard. If nothing else, it's a good thought experiment because it kind of humbles us to think of how generous the horse is in everything that he tries to do for us. But I think it's up to us to also learn his language because otherwise the conversation is going to be pretty one sided. Learning the horse's body language, it can take a little bit of time. But, if we kind of take apart all his different body parts, so to speak, and think of it as the alphabet, we can start to learn how he puts together words and phrases. And over time, we can actually get fluent in that language and we can have that two-way conversation. As daunting as it may seem, the good news is, of course, that we only have to learn that language once because it doesn't matter where in the world you go, horses all speak the same language. So thinking of ways to have a two-way conversation with our horse is a great way to reach a deeper understanding and a deeper connection. Hope that helps, and remember to thank your horse. We'll see you next week.